Hello and welcome to this series that we are opening today about sacred ancient trees. We are starting here in this specific place under the presence of this huge master from the yew tree because he was the one that proposed us to work together and invited us to start this cooperation between the human and the three worlds. And let us start by sharing with you the setting. We are in the western southern part of England, around 10 miles south of Glastonbury, in a small place called Compton Dundon, where there is a mountain moor that has been very sacred to the Celtic people, where they produced many of their rituals in deep tune and symphony with Mother Earth. And this yew tree is around this sacred mountain, and by its side there's a chapel, a Christian church that has been built over the ancient site of ritual of the Celtic world. I was guided by inner vision to reach this place and sit under the presence of this master, and he communicated to me and invited me to start this cycle that has to do with relinking the ancient association between trees and human beings. The Isle of Albion, as Britain was known in the Celtic times, had a special and strong bond to the world of trees. The Celtics knew how to communicate with the spirits and the elementals of the vegetable world, and had, by ritual, established deep links and connections of interexistence between the kingdom of the trees and the kingdom of human beings. In these lands, the magic of this link is still present, but the trees feel deep and are saddened by the distance that the human beings are putting between the two worlds. There are many initiatives to restore this link by many means in a more practical way. There are various kinds of organizations that are friends of the trees and are meant to guard them in their 3D expression. And this is a very important work that is being done by people like you and me all over the world. But also, there is a subset of people that can communicate with the trees and relink this interaction that happens in another dimension. This is what has been proposed by this ancient yew master, and this is why we're opening today this cycle to try to meet again in this dimension with ancient masters from the tree world and reconnect inside with our own past experiences as humanity to rebirth this sacred connection between ourselves and Mother Earth through the teacher or the mastery or the guidance of the trees. So first of all, we'll try to organize this series giving a brief account of the species of the tree, where it grows, some of their main characteristics, and then we will go deep into the root of their essence and try to connect the consciousness that lies beneath the form, living in another time, in another space, so that we can understand what role this consciousness have in this whole world of creation and how we are linked together as humans with this specific subspecies. Ancient trees are extremely important because they're teachers, not also in this dimension where they withhold many species of insects and animals and other plants and create with their 3D body a house for survival and nourishment of several other beings, but also they are the ones that become guardians of the sacred knowledge and transmit it all around. That's why it's so important to preserve ancient trees, because they guard this ancient knowledge and teach other beings of their own species. Let me share with you some of the factual information about this yew tree. It's believed that is between 1,700 and 1,800 years old, probably 1,780 years old, and it has been living here in this place before this church has been built. This tree belonged to a sacred place where the ancient Druids performed their rites to connect to nature. This ancient culture received instruction from very, very ancient beings that inhabited this Isle of Albion more than 12,000 years ago. This race was a race of the Tatua de Danann, which were a race of giants coming from the lineage of Lemuria, and that were in deep tune with Mother Earth and nature. The Celts received this knowledge and perpetuated the lineage of contact with Mother Nature of the Tatua de Danann. And they actually saw nature and landscape as their cathedrals and sites of rites. We don't have many heritage in the landmarks from the time of the Celts, apart from the groups where they performed their rites. They were so respectful of nature that they didn't even want to build temples, because they consider Mother Nature a temple in herself. As such, they had their ritual places in the middle of the forest, and they used oak groves as cathedrals. In the case of the youth, this special species was very dear to the Celtic world, as this tree has the specific power to cross dimensions in consciousness, even if the body of the tree is in this dimension, in the third dimension. The roots go to the underworld and penetrate deep into the womb of Mother Earth, belonging to the second dimension. And the branches open to the skies, linking the three worlds of creation. Their consciousness lies in a place where there is a still existence of time and space, but the time has a different pulse and vibration. In this way, the trees live in a consciousness space which moves in a time that is in a way linear, and at the same time that has a flow of its own, with their consciousness bridging between dimensions, have the possibility of linking this world with the others, and as such are towers or bridges between worlds. Specifically, the Celts knew this very well and used these ancient sacred trees in their rituals of passage when they had to leave the body. We are here under the glorious presence of this master, Yew Tree, who has started this link and interconnection. We welcome and open to his offering and presence, and we will then accept this invitation and move forward with his blessing to visit some of his most dear friends along this side of the world, to receive their presence, their knowledge, and what they have to share with us. We hope that you also feel inspired to get in touch with the trees that you have in your house, in the park near your house, in your neighborhood, and reconnect deeply with their souls to be part of this renewal of the alliance between our kingdoms. We hope to see you soon in our next episode, when we will start visiting and knowing more about specific trees. And we hope that you feel touched by the presence of the mastery of the tree world. Thank you.